Okay, so today we're going to take a deep dive into Mea Culpa.
You're right.
This 2024 Netflix film
Okay.
that seems to be making a splash.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be basing our deep dive today on a single review from MovieKaTicket.com.
Sounds good.
So if you're a fan of Tyler Perry or just like a good legal thriller, this one might be worth checking out.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So what is it about? What's the storyline?
So basically the film follows Mia Harper, who is a defense attorney in Chicago.
All right.
And she's very successful. She's taken on this case of Zaire Malloy, who is an artist.
Okay.
And he's been accused of murdering his girlfriend.
Wow.
And it sounds like things get complicated quickly.
I bet.
Yeah.
It says here that this movie is more than just a courtroom drama, though. Like, there's some pretty heavy themes going on.
Yeah, the review talked about that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it really dives into these ideas of, like, justice, family loyalty, sacrifice. Like, how far would you go for the people you love?
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so, how does Mia Harper kind of fit into all this?
So she's played by Kelly Rowland.
Okay. And I've heard good things about her performance.
Oh, yeah.
In this movie.
The review said that this is like a career-defining performance.
Wow.
For her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she really embodies this weight of all the different responsibilities that she has. You know, not only to her client, but also to her family and to her own sense of justice.
So it's not just like a procedural legal drama. It's like an internal struggle as well.
Exactly. And it's not just about winning the case.
Yeah.
It's about figuring out what's right.
Right. And navigating a system that's not always just, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So what about this Zaire character?
Oh, yeah. So he's played by Trevante Rhodes.
Okay.
And the review described him as captivating. Sounds like he keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
The whole time. Like, is he guilty or is he innocent?
Interesting.
You know, it doesn't sound like a clear-cut good guy, bad guy situation.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes a good legal thriller, is that you don't know who's...
It keeps you engaged.
Right.
Because
you think a little bit.
You don't know what to expect.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of keeping you guessing, it sounds like the case itself is pretty wild.
Oh, yeah. So the review talks about this web of intrigue involving, like, political vendettas and corruption.
Oh, wow.
It makes you wonder if Mia's even fighting a winnable battle.
Yeah, like, is the system just completely stacked against her?
Yeah.
And it's interesting how they chose to set this in Chicago.
Right.
Because Chicago is kind of known for its history of corruption.
Exactly. So it really adds another layer to this whole story.
It almost makes the city itself feel like another character.
Right. Like the city is going through its own struggles with justice and morality, just like Mia is.
Wow. Yeah, that's a cool parallel.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they did a good job with the setting, using it to their advantage.
Yeah, the review also mentioned some of the cinematic elements, like how they use the urban landscape of Chicago, the intense courtroom scenes, and a really evocative soundtrack to kind of create this palpable sense of tension.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you want in a thriller, right?
Yeah.
Like keep you on the edge of your seat.
Exactly. You really feel the weight of every single decision that Mia makes.
That sounds intense.
Yeah.
So what's the final verdict from the review?
So the review called it a must-watch legal thriller.
Okay.
And it sounds like it delivers on a lot of different levels. The suspense, the character development, and like we talked about, this thought-provoking social commentary. It really makes you think.
Yeah, and this kind of makes me wonder, can one person, even someone like Mia, who's clearly so determined, can they really make a difference when the system itself is so corrupt, you know?
It's a really good question.
And it's something that the movie leaves you with without spoiling it. It definitely gives you a lot to think about.
Yeah, I think even if you're not usually into legal thrillers, the fact that this film explores themes like justice and loyalty might resonate with you. Yeah. On a deeper level.
Right. Like, it's about more than just solving a crime.
Exactly. It's a story about the choices we make and the impact that they have on us and those around us.
Sounds like they packed a lot into this one.
Yeah. Definitely worth checking out, I think.
Cool. I'll add it to my list.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining me.
Of course.